This version of the S340 has a classy looking matte black finish, although it will show fingerprints easily. The Razer logo is beautifully integrated into the front panel. This isn't just a sticker slapped on, and yes, it does light up. The front edge of the top panel features a power button that's illuminated in Razer green, metal 3.5mm headphone and microphone jacks, and two USB 3 ports which are also finished in Razer green, which is nice attention to detail. Towards the rear of the top panel is a vented plate that can take either a 120mm or 140mm chassis fan, although the included version is sadly the smaller of the two. The rear of the case features another ventilated panel that is also equipped with a 120mm chassis fan, which sits right in line with most CPUs. The 7 PCI slots are also ventilated, another nice touch, and the spare area next to them also features vent holes for passive airflow. Once attached, the power supply is held in place by 4 captive thumb screws. In fact, NZXT have used captive thumb screws throughout most of the build, and that's nice to see. Underneath the case, we find a filter for the power supply air intake, 2 LED strips that provide a cool green glow from underneath the chassis, and 4 screw holes towards the front that let you mount a 3.5-inch hard drive to the floor of the case. Not the most accessible way of mounting a drive, but it's nice you can make use of that space for something should you need to. The Razer logo on the inside is sadly not illuminated. That's a shame. The inside of the case is also finished in the same matte black as the exterior and can accommodate ATX, Mini ATX and ITX motherboards, the mounting points for which are helpfully labelled. The bar to the right is designed to hide your cabling, and it's a much classier looking way than the usual rubber grommets. However, the shroud that covers the power supply only contains bare holes, no fancy covers here, and NZXT definitely lose marks for not even including rubber grommets on these holes. On the plus side, you can mount a pair of 2.5-inch SSD drives down here if you want to show them off. Overall, the interior is well thought out, and while it's not the last word in airflow, NZXT has given it some consideration with plenty of venting to the rear and an exhaust fan. I would have liked to have seen room for a pair of 120mm fans at the top, or even a 240mm radiator. That being said, the front of the chassis does support a 280mm radiator or a pair of 140mm fans, which is nice, and the lack of drive bays here does help the airflow as well as reducing the overall size of the case. Despite being relatively compact, there is plenty of room for cable management behind the motherboard, although again, a few more tie-down points would have been nice. If you love your mechanical discs, there are a pair of 3.5-inch drive bays below the front radiator mount, although you could in theory fit 4 SSD drives into that space with third-party adapters, bringing the case total up to 6. Overall, it's a nicely finished compact tower case that provides everything you need for a modern build and none of the things you don't. I for one won't miss optical drive bays. For $99, it's great value considering the classy finish. In fact, this case is going to feature in our upcoming project, so like this video and subscribe to see how Project Linnean Hydra turns out.